What's going on? I'm coming to you from the car today because I actually just got an early Christmas present from my wife. She got me a new camera, and this is going to allow me to record a little bit more on the go, give you guys a little bit more first-person insight into my life as a full-time reseller. I'm really looking forward to taking you guys on the journey. Today, I'm just kind of doing some errands this morning. I'm currently outside my chiropractor appointment. Then I'm going to be going to the UPS store to do a return. And the nice thing for me is the UPS store is directly next to a Goodwill. I was just at this Goodwill yesterday. I usually don't go multiple days in a row to the same location, but I did find 2 Carhartt jackets at the thrift store yesterday. And as I was driving on my way here, I actually sold one of those Carhartt jackets. It's about $9.50 right now, and my listings go live at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it sold in just under an hour for 60 bucks. I paid about 10, 11 bucks for it. So nice little flip to start off the day. And let's see if I can go find any more at this thrift store. When we pick back up, we'll be walking into the thrift store. All right, you guys, this is my first time using the camera, and as you can see here, the angle is not quite right. I got to get this thing angled down a little bit. I guess that's one of the downsides of being tall. But I am about to go over to some new racks right after this rack, so you'll be able to see me looking through some items. I was in this thrift store yesterday, so I know blue is the new color, and I've looked through everything that's not blue, so I'm just looking for the blue tags and checking those out. That's why I'm skipping over a bunch of items. How are you doing today?
Good.
Doing well.
I haven't gotten all sides yet, but I have that.
Oh, I won't move anything out of your way.
Oh, you're fine. You can move all of
Oh. If I buy it all before you put it away, it makes your life easier, huh? It's a pretty cool sweater.
Yeah.
If I'm in your way, you just let me know.
I will.
Get out of your way.
Thanks.
All right. We got 4 items for 20 bucks. It's about 5 bucks an item. Is that what that is? Here we are at my storage unit. Got a bunch of Converse. In the back, there was a Cyber Monday deal I found out through the group Bread and Butter. It's an online Discord group. If you do want to join it, it does help me out to use my link. It's not for everybody. You kind of need some extra capital to invest because retail products are typically more expensive than like your thrifted goods, but it's a good way to scale if you have extra capital. Anyway, they called out a deal where it was $15 off any of the clearance shoes. And so a lot of these shoes were ringing up as about $20 to $25, plus it was $15 off and free shipping if you had an account. All these shoes back here I paid between $5 $112 for, and these are brand new in the box, never been worn, Converse, delivered to my door. They were all also individually ordered and shipped, which is kind of nice because I'm just saving all of the boxes that they came to me in and gonna ship them back out in the exact box that they came to me in. I'm gonna get this stuff unloaded into my storage unit, bring you guys along with me, and we'll pull some orders. Now, one thing I did is I put these back in the boxes that they came in, and I put what they were on the side so that I could just leave these in the box. I'm hoping that this is going to be a good method. It's going to take a lot more room to store, but as you can see in my storage unit, I do have plenty of space. I mean, I'm not really using, maximizing this space right now. Now, that being said, I do pay $300 per month, roughly, for this storage unit, and I definitely don't need all this space. Once Q4 is over and I sell these, the remaining bigger items that I'm storing over there. And I could definitely consolidate down to a smaller unit to save some money, or I'm even considering moving everything back into my house. That would definitely be a squeeze, and I probably wouldn't be able to buy, bigger items anymore, but maybe I'm okay with that just to make things easier. I know that I would be a lot more efficient because I wouldn't have to drive to my storage unit every day that I'm gonna ship. So these are the items I listed yesterday. So I just take these and put them at the end of the numbered system. So we start from 0 and go all the way to, I'm at what, 89.59, closing in on 9,000 items listed with that SKU system. And actually the first thing I'm gonna do is grab my Amazon order. I sold one thing on Amazon and I keep forgetting to pull this order because I never sell things on Amazon. So this is a GTS 2311.5. So I think that's this right here. So this is pretty cool. I got this at the Dick's Warehouse sale. I think I paid like 47 bucks for this. Really cool shoe, honestly. And this sold on Amazon for $115.74. So gonna make about 40 bucks profit after shipping. Then I go to Poshmark. I'm behind on my cross listing, so my sales are down on Poshmark. Only 2 sales today. I did ship yesterday. I usually ship every other day, but because people are really uptight about the holiday shipping, I've just been shipping every day to not get tons of messages about how their item hasn't shipped yet. I sold this Nike fleece for $12. Not a good buy, very old item, but happy to see it go. 71, got that. This is an LL Bean women's windbreaker jacket. It's like a longer length, which is why I picked it up. Sold for 30 bucks and we're making 24. Now yesterday, randomly, my eBay sales just totally tanked. I had been hitting pretty much $1,000 a day, almost every single day for like a week straight. And then I still had a decent like sales number. I think it was like 500 bucks, but I only sold like 5 things yesterday on eBay. But either way, we got to grab them, get those things shipped. And the nice thing is with less orders to ship, I can usually get my shipping done faster so I can get more listings done today, get further ahead. Okay, so one nice thing is I use the browser on eBay so that I can sort by the custom SKU. So all these are gonna be in order. So I'm gonna start here, over here, and then work all the way around, and everything will be able to be pulled in order. So this first one is 4409. So I go to 44. Got 4409. This is an REI Groundbreaker fleece. It sold for $16 plus shipping. And that was really my only old item that sold. The rest of these are going to be, relatively newer items that sold. 8245 is the next one. These are some Levi's chinos in new condition, but they did have some damage, so they only sold for 15 bucks. 84.98. This is a Travis Matthews sweater. It sold for 23 bucks plus shipping. This is a pretty cool sale. 86.17. This is a vintage Nike windbreaker jacket. I'll pop the picture up on the screen. This had like some cool reflective details and everything. It sold for 50 bucks plus shipping. 87.83, an LL Bean rain jacket. 87.86. This is a Seminole Golf Club golf polo that sold for 25 for the rain jacket and 24 for the golf polo. This is another really good sale, very under the radar. This is an LL Bean Russell Athletic collab, a vintage hoodie sweatshirt, 87.89. Here it is. It sold for 47 bucks plus shipping. 89.03. Here we have some Columbia snow pants. These are the Bugaboo Omnitech model for 26 bucks plus shipping. Okay, and that's everything that's in my SKU system. So the rest of these items are either on this jacket rack or somewhere else in the storage unit or in my jacket rack at home. The first item is this Minnesota Vikings jacket. This thing is really cool. I'm surprised it took so long to sell with how well they are doing this season. But this is like a Nike on-field, Nike Shield, really high quality jacket. Then I sold 2 of these Miss Rachel dolls. This is like a hot Christmas toy I bought on clearance from Macy's, I believe. And now that it's Christmas time, selling those for over the retail price. We sold the Carhartt jacket that we talked about earlier, and then we also sold this Eddie Bauer 3-in-1 jacket, which I'm pretty sure is at my house, and I know that the Carhartt jacket's at my house. And then the last item is a really great sale. This is I'll pop it up on the screen, a giant Christmas dragon inflatable. It sold for $120 plus $15 shipping. I picked this up for $5 at a garage sale. So here's that item. It's actually not as big as you would think. I will show you guys how I'm going to ship that out. Definitely should have closed my trunk because now I have snow in my trunk and in my car. All right, I want to show you guys how I am going to actually ship this out. I just looked and it's going to Vermont, which is actually not too bad. So for most items, I actually ship through Pirate Ship, but for bigger items, I use eBay because that also includes FedEx as an option, because with most bigger items, you're choosing between UPS or FedEx for a cheaper shipping rate. And every once in a while with Ground Advantage, if your dimensions aren't too big, that can be affordable as well. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm going to package this up and what it's gonna cost to ship from Ohio to Vermont. Now, a lot of times with Christmas decorations, if the box is like really heavyweight and sturdy, I will just slap a label right on this, but this is not a super thick box. It's more like a thin display box. So I am going to do one thing to make this a little bit more protected. Now the bottom, I'm going to tape a little bit more. Now I did tape the bottom because say they're using this box to store it in, it's not gonna bother them if there's, tape on the bottom of the box. Then I have some of this black plastic wrap left over from when I used to ship a lot more heavy items like this. And one nice thing is it kind of sits in the crevice there in between the table and the wall. I kind of push it up like that to hold it and then pull this over and I roll it up. So one thing, it's kind of hard to get started, but once it gets started and it sticks back to itself, kind of like plastic wrap, in the kitchen, then it starts working a lot easier. So I'm just gonna go a few ways in this direction. Got some scissors. Just gonna cut that, lay that down, and then I do tape this edge here and kind of fold in the corners a little bit. And then what I do is I take a little silver Sharpie and I put a little up arrow so I know which way is up when I go to do the other part, and flip it the other direction and do the same thing. And that's just gonna give it a few little layers of protection without adding to the weight or the dimensions very much. In case, like I said, they do wanna use that box to store it, then the box isn't gonna be all mangled. So I go find my little arrow, so I know this way is up. I'm gonna just add some more tape. And then I'm going to put the label on the top of the box because the carriers aren't going to put the label side down, so that's the most likely chance that it's going to stay somewhat upright. Just under 7 pounds. And then for the dimensions we have 14, 12, 12. Okay, this is great news. So if I were to send it priority mail, which is an elevated service, it would only cost 15 bucks. I charge $15 for shipping. Let's see if UPS has a cheaper option. 14 bucks. That's probably not worth it for me because I'm already going to be going to the post office. FedEx is $12.89. And honestly, just to keep things simple, I'm just going to send it with the post office. $13.65. That's great. That actually includes $100 of insurance as well and has pretty quick shipping. So no complaints there. Made maybe a buck on the shipping. So to keep that under $15 was great. I honestly charged $15 shipping just to keep a competitive shipping price, but knowing my margins were so good, I was okay if it cost, 30, 40 bucks to ship. But 13 bucks to ship that is excellent. Is going to keep more money in my pocket. And that means I spent $5 on that at a garage sale, flipped it into 120, basically broke even on the shipping. So a nice over $100 profit on one item. Here's another little shipping hack for you guys. I'm going to ship this box out in a box Unfortunately, I have to use too big of a box because most of my boxes are eBay boxes, and you can't ship an Amazon item with an eBay box. I mean, realistically, nobody's gonna care, but just the best practice because they can like claim the item's not authentic or random stuff like that. So what I do is I actually just put this box in here, go up to the corner and cut up from every corner on the box. And then, because it's most likely going to go ground advantage, the dimensions are going to matter. So then I put the pressure here on the box and then use the box to crease it flat. Do the same thing on the other side. And then I use the edges of the box to crease these. And now it's a way smaller dimension box. Then I do weigh it to see if I'm close to like the next pound down, because you can cut a lot of that cardboard off. I'm still under 3 pounds. I'm not gonna get it all the way under 2 pounds. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Now it's time to see if that actually saved me money. So this is a 15 by 12 by 10 box normally. So if I put in those dimensions and put in, oops. This is Amazon shipping, by the way. It's pretty clunky. 3 pounds. It's going to recommend that I do 1155 ground saver or 1260 ground advantage. And then let me change this dimensions. This is 5 inches now. When I change that, hopefully it gives me a ground advantage cheaper option. Yeah, look how much difference that is. So I can ship ground advantage 724, or I can do UPS ground saver. This is actually showing it's going to be quicker, which is kind of interesting, but I'm not going to UPS today. So I think I'm just gonna do this because I'm already going to the post office. So right there, just from cutting down that box, you guys saw that I was able to save like what, $4-5 just from one little shipping trick. So make sure you're maximizing your savings on every single sale. Of course, sometimes it's worth it just pay a little bit more to save some time. But that's a really good example of an easy $4 back in my pocket. So I actually just got done eating lunch and I was talking about having slow sales, but I sold a $50 Christmas decoration and a $140 plus, including shipping, Christmas decoration while we were at lunch. So that's a little unfortunate because I've been trying to get these Christmas decorations shipped out as quickly as possible because I know people are going to complain about them taking too long. With the holidays, right around the corner. But either way, that's really going to help me get off to a strong sales day for today. Yesterday was a little bit down, but hopefully I can make up for it today and maybe average over $1,000 per day for the week. So as you guys know, most of the items I ship, I do just send in poly bags just like this. These are from Gyropack. There is a code in the description down below to get 10% off your first order with them. That is a way for you to support the channel. They have really good customer service, really quick shipping, and have a lot of really good options. So a huge shout out to them and make sure you go check them out. All right, we got everything packed up right here. And I would normally just take these straight to the post office, but I need to put my daughter down for her nap in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to hop on my computer, try to knock out, 3, 4, or 5 listings really fast before I have to do that. And then as soon as she's down, I will take these to the post office and get back to photographing items. All right, so I just finished photographing all the items that I have. I actually just ran out of items. I actually wish I had some more. I have a wholesale order from Thrifted Items coming. I thought it was gonna be here by now, but it's not. And I have a lot of online arbitrage items that are coming in that I purchased over Cyber Monday and the following days after. So I'm definitely gonna be good on inventory going forward. And Thursday is my main thrift day where I usually try to get about 100 thrifted items. So I did fall a little bit short, which is kind of a bummer because I'm not gonna be able to keep listing the rest of the day. But what I'm gonna do is spend the rest of the day working on some other things. I'm trying to work on hiring a new CPA. I'm trying to work on social media stuff like making this video, making some short form content. And there's always plenty to do when you are self-employed, especially being a full-time reseller. So I'm just going to shift my focus to doing other productive tasks for my business today. I'm really looking forward to the future of the channel with this new camera. I think it's going to allow me to do some really cool and fun things that I haven't been able to do in the the past and keep you guys educated with the type of content I've already been doing. So if you enjoyed this video and made it this far, make sure you hit the subscribe button. On my last video, 48% of the viewers were not subscribed to the channel, and I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. So it'd mean a lot to me if you could help me out by hitting that subscribe button so I can hit my goal of 10,000. We'll see you guys in the next one.